What up, guys? It's Ashtondell with another great deck profile video for Scrubs for Hire. Today I'm coming to you guys with my excellent Yosenju, Kaiju, Zoodiac, Scrub, Nasty, Awesomeness deck. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into it. First, I'm gonna start with Zoos, 2 Rat, because Rat tier 0, Rat busted. 2 Whiptail, because you're banished. And 2 Ram because he's how you make the new Zoodiac board. You gotta play the Ram or else you can't even make the new Zoodiac board. And then here comes the spiciness from the deck. Oh, the Yosenjus. Comma 1, 3, and 1 Zoodiac. For those of you guys who don't know what the Yosenjus do, if you normal summon 1 or 3, you can then normal summon another Yosenju immediately after. So if you have 1, you can then normal summon 3, then 3 can normal summon another 1 or a Zoodiac, and back and forth. You can play your whole board up with Yosenjus if you open up an all Yosenju hand. Comma 1, he's basically compulse if you have another Yosenju on the board. And then comma 3 is Tinky. If you do damage with another Yosenju monster other than him, you can search out a Yosenju monster from your deck. And then Zoodiac is basically the honest of the deck. You can pitch him from your hand for damage, or if he's on the board, you can buff up a Yosenju monster and make him stronger by 1,000. So he's just busted. You don't want to play him too much because you don't want to see him that much in your opening hands. But once you go get him, usually the 3rd Yosenju you go get, man, freaking powerful. After Yosenjus, gotta play Kaijus because everything is weak to Kaijus. It is every deck's weakness. 1 Gamma Seal, 1 Godala, 1 Dog Grand, 1 Thunder King, because those are just my favorite ones. Hand traps galore, usual hand trap lineup, 2 Ghost, Ogre, 2 Ash Blossom, and 1 Maxi because you need the sack. Maxi is just too good. It makes Zoo just stop because they don't want to give you 12 cards before they pass their turn. Spell lineup, you gotta play 3 Barrage because Lil Bayraj, man, the most busted card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, how is this even fair? 3 Tinky because pretty much all the important cards are Beast Warriors, so you want to be able to search them, and it buffs up all your warriors, so Beast Warriors keeps them strong. You give them a little bit extra punch so you can get over stuff. 2 Tensu. This is like the best card in the deck because what you'll do is you make your Zoo board, but instead of going to normally what you go into Emerald, instead you're going to Tiger King, and Tiger King searches this out. So not only do you have a board with Dryden and Tiger King on it, but you also play this. So you make your Yosenju plays and helps you push for OTKs, which is pretty much the whole idea behind this deck. 2 Slumber, because you're playing Kaijus, and board wipes open the board up so you can get those OTKs. Spicy. 2 Into the Void, because it's pretty much the best extender in the deck. It gives you a free draw card, which helps fix your bad hands and give you exactly what you need to win. And it's really good in this deck because Yosenjus can dodge the discarding effect. So say you normal summon Yosenju, and then you play Into the Void, then you summon all your Yosenjus. At the end of the turn, when you're supposed to discard your whole hand, you discard your whole hand first. Even if you don't have a hand, you say Into the Void Resolution, and then you bring back all your freaking Yosenjus back to your hand after the fact, so you don't lose your Yosenjus. It's freaking nuts. 2 Dark Hole, because you're trying to wipe the board before you win. Dark Hole does exactly that. And 2 MST, because back row is pretty much the only thing that stops you from OTKing. You don't want to see Battle Traps or Solemn Strike because it stops you from getting your guaranteed wins. Trap lineup is small. You're just trying to kind of hold yourself over a little bit so you only go into a lot of traps. 2 Drowning, because you essentially just leave the board a lot. And you get left up open boards and your opponent will attack you thinking they're safe. And you just send everything they have back into the deck and it's great. And then a card that needs to come back and get played more because it's really busted when opponents are overextending, Torrential, because board wipes. Alright, going to the extra deck. Starting the extra deck, you got a kind of weird Zoodiac lineup because it's not as big as the Zoos, but Zoo's not really the key to this deck. It just kind of helps you get into your Yosenju plays. So you have 1 Tiger Mortar, 1 Chalk K9, 2 Brahma Balls, and 2 Dryden. That's more than enough because you still run 1 Emerald to get yourself back, but it's not about the recycling as much as it is about helping you using the Brawl Bull and the Chalky 9 to get into your other stuff. The rest of the Exceeds, we've got one Tiger King to go get that Tensu, and because he's a big body. And sometimes his actual effect, his attached effect actually does come up. It's not often, but sometimes like you're playing a Zoodiac mirror and they have a Dryden on the board, and you just start your turn off with just activating his effect. They're pretty much SOL because they can't Dryden you to stop it. They have to Dryden you during like your standby phase if they're gonna stop you from going off. If they waste it on Tiger King, then you know you're gonna go off with other stuff. One Tornado Dragon, the Utopia package because Lightning gets my spirit monster. He always gets me through all the toughest times. Because this is an OTK deck and you're trying to win turn 1, you don't really have a turn 2 option. 2 Gaga Cowboy. We take him to the Wild Wild West. Burn for 800 for game. 1 Dweller, because I mean it comes up every once in a while. I've only made it like twice since I've been playing this deck, but it's okay. And 1 Diamond Dyer, because Beast Warriors and card removal. Overall, this deck is really good. Only problem is that it doesn't really have lingering plays. Like, you have to either blow your opponent out and make them burn all their resources, burn the meter, or you have to OTK them. That's it. Like, there's nothing else you can do because you don't really end up with a lot of boards. Like, after your first Zoodiac play, you might be able to get into a second one, but usually you don't. Like, it's your Yosenju, so they're gonna win the game for you. So you gotta win the game quickly. But the deck's really fun to play, and it blows people out. It gets people off guard. The board wipes followed up by Yosenju's is just too powerful. So this is another awesome deck profile video from Scrubs for Hire. Please like, subscribe, and share. Peace.